What's up, everyone? We are at the finish line. This is the final week of 2025. And if you thought the world of AI was going to take a holiday break, you were dead wrong. From $20 billion chip deals to knowledge work, reality check that should make every white collar professional sit up. This week was a reflection of the entire year. Chaotic, expensive, and incredibly fast. Here are the 9 stories that actually mattered. Get ready for what happened in AI this week. At number 1, we've got the Sam Altman interview and the 4 takeaways. Sam Altman down for a massive year-end interview with the big technology podcast. While everyone's eyes are on AGI, Sam gave us a masterclass in his product-first era for OpenAI.
So the strategy is make the best models, build the best product around it, and have enough infrastructure to serve it at scale.
4 things stood out for us, and we're going to take you through them. At number 1, Sam is definitely not worried about Gemini 3.
Gemini 3 has not, or at least has not so far, had the impact we were worried it might.
Google is still a huge threat, but bolting AI into search, I don't think it's going to work as well. His message was clear: reimagine it. AI first, not AI bolted down. At number 2, all models are going to get good.
So the models will get good everywhere, but a lot of the reasons that people use a product, consumer or enterprise, have much more to do than just with the model.
So product experience now matters far more, not these benchmark tests. He positioned ChatGPT's stickiness around 3 major modes. One is personalization. The second is memory that converts users into long-term loyal users. And number 3 is a cohesive platform across consumer and enterprise. Because once you learn how to use one tool, you're going to want to use it everywhere. Number 3, OpenAI is pushing hard into the enterprise. Their data points...
We have more than 1 million enterprise users, but we have just absolutely rapid adoption of the API. And the API business grew faster for us this year than even ChatGPT.
He said explicitly that 2026 is the year OpenAI goes big on enterprise, driven by ChatGPT 5.2 performance in knowledge work. That brings us to number 4, where knowledge work is cooked. Now let's look at the benchmark. If we look at ChatGPT 5.2 thinking, it beat or tied humans at 71% of the tasks. And GPT Pro beat or tied humans at 74% of the task. It performed on expert level at 60% tasks. Altman's translation, a co-worker that you can assign hours of tasks to, and you'll prefer their output 7 out of 10 times. That's not hype, that's the benchmark. Number 2, you've got the Nvidia and Groq surprise deal. Nvidia is beefing up its chip business. It's the biggest deal of the year, and Nvidia just changed the game. They didn't buy Groq. They licensed their technology for a staggering $20 billion. That too in a non-exclusive licensing arrangement. Oh, also, a lot of key executives from Groq are going to move over to Nvidia. Jensen Huang is pivoting. It's the end of training, and it's now joined by the era of inference. By integrating Groq's low latency technology into NVIDIA's AI factories, they're ensuring that when you talk to an AI, the response isn't just smart, it's instant. It's a massive move right as inference becomes the next AI battleground. At number 3, we've got jobs and layoffs, and then we've got the talent wars. The data is in for 2025, and it says that AI-linked layoffs crossed 55,000 in the US. These were across companies. It was at Amazon, it was at Microsoft, it was at Salesforce. But note that the overall job cuts were 1 million in 2025. Only 5% of the cuts cited AI as the reason. On the other hand, major tech companies are hiring and competing intensely for AI specialists. It's what's being called the AI talent war, with firms like Meta, Microsoft, and Google offering massive compensation packages to recruit top researchers and even buying their companies straight outright. At number 4, you've got India's counter move. It is skilling at scale. While layoffs are dominating the headlines in the US, India's response is going in the opposite direction. It's playing a long game of population scale preparation. And the numbers back it up. Microsoft to train 20 million. IBM is going to skill 5 million Indian youth. Amazon is going to bring AI literacy to 4 million government schools. And the government of India launched Yuva AI for All, a free national AI course. As Mukesh Ambani clearly put it this week, of course we need AI. We must become world leaders in AI. But above all, we need empathy and compassion even more. By combining intelligence with empathy, prosperity with purpose, India can present a new model of development to the rest of the world. At number 5, we've got AI companions and the emotional dependence. A BBC investigation this week exposed a trend that's no longer niche. People are starting to depend on their AI companions for emotional stability. The strongest signal came from this report, which surveyed over 2,000 UK adults. And what did they find? 33% have used AI for emotional support, 10% use one weekly, and 4% use one daily. But what's the issue? People are starting to rely on AI companions for anxiety and loneliness, and they are now uncomfortable without it. We have officially entered the emotional dependence wave, and regulators are reacting. In New York and California, they are the first laws targeting AI companions. They have said that there has to be mandatory detection of suicidal ideation, automatic crisis helpline referrals, explicit disclosures. This is not a human. And 15,000 a day fines in New York. This week crossed from tech to a public policy issue. And as always, the AI bubble is our 6th story. Is the bubble bursting? Maybe, but someone forgot to tell the investors. Richard Sharma and the Bank of England continue to warn that valuations are outrunning fundamentals. But is anyone listening? Because then came Yann LeCun's startup. He is the ex-Meta chief AI scientist. He's launching his own company, and it's targeting a $3.5 billion valuation even before a product launch. They're raising $500 million to build a world-class model for AI. Then, according to Forbes, $200 billion was invested in AI startups in 2025 alone. This is 75% more than what was invested in 2024. A large share of that funding went to foundational model companies. Of course, you've got the two biggies, OpenAI and Anthropic. But on top of this, AI is minting billionaires. Over 50 plus billionaires have been created by AI alone, and $500 billion in wealth to tech barons in just 1 year. This isn't a breakout story, it's a pattern. You get capital, you push it into AI, you get extreme wealth concentration. Then Mustafa Suleyman, Microsoft's AI head, sounded the alarm. Suleyman warned that remaining competitive at the frontier of AI development will require hundreds of billions of dollars in investment over the next 5 to 10 years. At the same time, we're seeing real adoption. Salesforce quietly added 6,000 new AI customers. You've got speculative valuation and you've got adoption on one side. And then you've got enterprise revenue on the other. Both trends are true and are shaping the market. So if there is a bubble, let's see what our bots say. And this week, 4 out of 6 said there is a bubble. But last week, 5 out of 6 of our bots told us we were in a bubble. So let's keep watching. At number 7, we've got the bad blood lawsuit, the original sin. This isn't another copyright suit. It's a strategic legal ambush led by one of the most credible investigative journalists in the world. John Carreyrou, the Pulitzer-winning journalist who took down Theranos, just filed a massive lawsuit against OpenAI, Google, Meta, and for the first time, XAI also. The charge, he's calling AI training the original sin of the industry, alleging that they used pirated shadow libraries like LibGen to build their models. He's refusing a class action settlement. He wants $150,000 per book, per bot. If he wins, the math of AI changes forever because free data won't exist anymore. At number 8, we've got the viral news, and again, another big deepfake panic, this time in Pune. Pune went into a panic after WhatsApp videos showed a leopard roaming housing societies. Schools issued warnings, people stayed indoors, security teams were deployed. Then the police confirmed the leopard was AI generated. Another example of how AI wildlife and crime deepfakes are becoming real-time public safety risks. At number 9, we've got another story that's going viral. A 34-year-old Indian origin entrepreneur in UK, Utkarsh Amitabh, is earning $200 an hour training AI models, a part-time role he took up out of intellectual curiosity. He was approached in January 2025 by a data labeling company, and now he spends about 3.5 hours a night testing model outputs and correcting error. But according to the report, he has earned close to $300,000 this year from his work. It's the ultimate proof. The human in the loop isn't a low-wage job anymore. For the experts, it's a gold mine. From $20 billion spent to win the chip wars to a $200 an hour side hustle, 2025 didn't go out with a whimper. It went out with a roar. With that, we wish you a very happy New Year.